What's going on, Superboarders? It's Brian from Superboard Sunday, and we are playing Everstone, Discovering Ignis again, solo, as part of our four-part series. Hopefully, at least four-part. I mean, there could be more, but the four-part solo series highlighting Everstone solo AIs that you can play against when you receive the game. This game is currently on Kickstarter. It's funded and has some stretch goals that have been hit. If you want to check out more about that, head on over to the Kickstarter page for Everstone. The link you can find in our latest YouTube video, and or if you just Google Kickstarter and Everstone, you're going to find it there. Let's get into it. We're going to be playing one of the four AIs. Yesterday we played against Tilly, and we were successful. And today we're going to be playing against Ethel. I'm not going to be doing a full rules overview. You can find the rule book on Kickstarter, and you can watch the rules overview that I kind of did while playing Tilly yesterday. But I'll obviously explain the situation as I go. But I've set up the game for one player, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So I have picked Ethel. So we've so far we've played Tilly, and we were successful yesterday. And her thing is she as she got going was starting to block some of these villager spaces from us to go there. Um, we were able to best her before she was able to take away our third our third option, so that's good. And today we're gonna be playing Ethel. And her thing is, once her board clears out, so each time we take a turn, this one's a quick overview. But each time you take a turn, the AI bot will take a turn by moving a one of their markers to the right. When their fifth marker, basically after your, in this case, sixth turn, her marker will slide over here, and she will remove one of her tokens from her board. That way, it gives her the timer begins to kind of tick down a little quicker for her next removal. But she'll be marking spaces on the market for cards. So when we do her reset, the top token on her board will be removed from her board and put on the leftmost market space. This market space is no longer available, as in you will no longer be able to use this market. That's tough, especially if you're trying to dig for certain relics and things like that. But we're going to try to see how this affects our gameplay. Luckily, as Sam, who Sam McDavitt, who developed the game, knows I'm a big solo fan, but I'm always a big fan of multiple different solos, and he's helped give you a different strategy for in different ways. I would say a lot like solo in Viscounts of the West Kingdom, one of my favorite games. The game comes with four separate kind of solo opponents that kind of it teaches you how to play a game in a different way. So I would say it's a great way to train yourself to play the game to its fullest, because each of these opponents do something different to kind of muck up your work. So I've set up the board, and I am just now in the process of picking my starting cards. So when you start the game, you get three cards, and you choose one to keep in your workshop to repair later. You get to store one by putting it under your board, and then whatever's left, you get the resources from. So always like the and what do we have though? We have the excavating gloves, the Joe's crafting axe, and the stone forged chest. Let's take a look at the rewards first. I usually stare here first to see what I would get for resources. But I like to, I'm just trying to, since I'm playing a different opponent every game, I want to kind of see if I can also tune my game a little bit. So, um, when I repair these relics, you get either the reward, or you can tuck it under your board for a future reward or action during a main action. This reward is you can spend a gold to draw two relics from the market, sell one, and return the. Not bad. Um, so because that'll just let you get an award that's already out there by just paying a gold. This one, as a reward, you get to place two of these your influence markers out and move up. Um, oh, and you get to place anywhere on the board. Oh, Joe's crafting axes. Nice. Maybe. Well, let's also flip these over. These might have something. I'm already looking at keeping this up here to sell later. In the Stoneforge chest, I can pay a red to gain the sell reward from the top of the disc. The bonus is so if these are tucked under the board, um, I can attempt to discover a relic. That's pretty sweet. So I would imagine the standard rules apply, which would be kind of using the harvest action, using these dice to match the dice that's on this card. Interesting, because then if you discover it, you can immediately store it. But I think I know. I like this. I would normally go for this because it's more resources, but I like these resources because it already helps me buy this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep Joe's crafting act in my workshop. I'm gonna put it in the repair space. Um, Question is, where would I want? But I wanted this reward, I think. Oh no, I want this, but where do I want it stored? What action would be good to attempt to discover a relic? I would say maybe when we're exploring, that might be a cool thing to do. So now every time when we explore, after we take the explore action, we'll be able to discover a relic, which is and then I'm gonna grab two blue and two red as a starting resource right here. Now we're gonna go take a look, and this card gets started. Take a look at the villager tiles and see what locations we have today. Because again, they're usually there's multiple of these tiles out here, and we're changing throughout the gate. But I'm looking at them now to introduce myself to these villagers to say, hey, I'm going to be coming to see you soon. But also, your first influence token gets put out on any one of these spaces to get the reward. So first villager tile up here. I'll start down here because I call this spot one in terms of AI. And this is the first location, one, two, three. So this one will let you come here to get a free minor relic, which paying nothing, that's really good. The reward here is the coming here. You can move down a track 3 times to then get a reputation. That's how you win the game in any game of Everstone, or and in a solo game. Once you reach 10 points, that in solo the game completely ends. Multiplayer game, I think there's one more round. So coming here later in the game is good because you'll be up on these tracks a little farther to catch this. So that's pretty good. Or you can come here to remove an influence token from your board. Removing an influence token is good because as you remove these from left to right, top to or left to right, and then you kind of go this way. As you remove these, there's stacks of 3 to give you more opportunity to store more goods. And under this one specifically, there is a reputation point that you can immediately move up on the track for. That's this one. You come here and you can move. You get a resource, and then whatever color resource you grab, you move up that track. And again, these are pretty good. They're not that costly. They cost anything, which is and here you can come to pay 4 blue to get a caravan upgrade. Those are all the caravan upgrades are awesome. And then waiting in line. So once someone goes to a village, visits a villager tile, that tile will go to the bottom here, and then a new villager will appear in that same spot. So coming up after that will be spend a yellow to get a personal quest. We were questing pretty hard yesterday. That's a good price for it. And you can pay 2 reds in another villager tile to discard a relic from the market and gain its sell reward. That's very good. Okay. So we are, let me get these out of the way. We're only focused on, I'll be playing the purple and our opponent is black. And we're just gonna get right into it. So, where would I want to? I get the reward, I believe, too, for putting the part of setup. Double check. Yep, gain its location bonus. So, what would I want? Did I get anything else? Oh, two blues and two reds. I had to get two. I should maybe go to a place that gives you a yellow if possible. So I'm gonna go here. Replace this token here. Get a yellow now. Now, anytime the opponent visits that spot, I will get at least one yellow. If I end up putting an influence token out here, the more influence tokens you have out there, get that many resources. But for now, just one is out. All right, let's check out our quest. I even flipped these over before picking all these. The starting quests seem to be the same, and it's have there are 6 stored relics under one workshop, or under one action, or have one under. And then a new one for me here: end a harvest action with all 3 dice showing the same number. This will come in handy. Harvest action. So good stuff there. Once you finish a relic, or sorry, once you finish a quest, these flip over and you get a first turn is ours, and we can only do it explore, harvest, or repair. And getting up tracks, this is nice because as part of setup, you roll these dice and place out Ethel or the solo AI in these spaces. So you can't have a 2 tokens on the same spot, more than 1 token on the same spot. So if I were to move up this track right now, I'd move up here, and that would get rid of 1 influence from my board. Good. You want to get your influence out there. But also minor relics are pretty sweet. So I just go do. Maybe I'll explore and I'll try to go here just to get a minor relic out there. And we can talk about them in a sec. So let's just get out there and do that. I'm gonna go to explore, and I'm gonna take my caravan up here. We don't. There's no influence here, so we're not gonna pay anything, and we're not knocking him off, or not. Excuse me, Ethel. We're not knocking Ethel off. So we get to get a minor relic for going here. Minor relics are right here, and the these are half cards that immediately get tucked under a spot. Believe they immediately get once you decide what you do. I'll get to that deck. Um, deck. Yes. So these minor relics give you a resource as part of a bonus of your action. But when you pick up a minor relic, the same as when you pick up a reserve card, which we haven't seen yet, you can spend you right when you acquire it. You have to spend 2 gold to flip it, and what that does is it just gives you a better bonus going forward. But I don't have 2 yellow, so I'm just going to keep it as this. I'm going to put it right under here. Immediately gets tucked under any action you want. I figure since I'm already here, I may as well tuck it under here. And now once I'm done with this explore action, I'll be able to do some things. I could spend a yellow right now, get out influence token out here, which wouldn't be bad. I might do that now since I don't have a need for a yellow at the moment. I'm going to spend a yellow. This is my second action as part of explore. Here, now anytime the AI bot visits this section, I'll get a red, which is pretty sweet. So that action's done here, and now, 1 second. And now, as part of the bonus actions, we have 2 under the Explore, so we kind of set ourselves up nicely. I get to attempt to discover a relic. I believe it's just rolling these dice and using this tool to discover a relic as you would during the harvest section. Just going to check the rulebook, see if there's any special notes. That's kind of how I am reading that. Yeah, I mean, there's no special things, but it says attempt to discover a relic, which is um, using these dice to try to match this, being able to use this tool once. I'm going to go ahead and try to dice 5, 1, 3. Can I make this a 1? No. No, and is it worth? I could use a red to flip this, but I need that. I really don't actually. Um, I have these tools available, and I'm imagining I might double check with Sam on these rules because again, we're playing the game differently every time, so there's going to be new questions that come up. Normally, when you discover a relic, you can use these tools to um, you can if you have this uncovered, you can use these your resources to further manipulate your dice. And even though I'm pretty pretty close, I need to make this a 1, so I could spend a red to flip this to a 2, and then use this free tool that this gives you. Um, I think that's fair play. I'm writing notes. It'd be weird if I messed up on my first turn, but hey, that's what happens when you're a solo streamer on YouTube for board games, and you can interpret some things and then get them wrong. But I'm assuming because I have these tools available to me to discover a relic, um, and this tool here that I can make it happen. So I'm going to spend a red to flip this dice to a 2, and then use the free tool as you would normally to bring this down by -1. Now I have 5, 3. So I get to discover this relic. Different. Pull up the discover action. I got the rulebook open on my thing here. Draw and look at the top card of the relic deck. You may now choose between the following option. Um, Sell the relic. Gain the relic reward, still by paying the cost for the reward. Um, if there's a cost for it. And then, or you can keep it. You would tuck it under any workshop mat, so it's pretty good. Woo! So we have, wow. Okay, so we've found the Parsi's coin skimmer. So the reward for this, if we decided just to sell it, is Parsi's coin skimmer. That gives us 2 of these reserve extensions. So we can get these 2 for free right now, or we can use this to tuck, and that would give us a um, another way to get points, or another way to get reputation. And very good. The purple ones, the purple relics give you influence. So interesting. So there's no cost to get this reward, and more of these is good. It says this does say immediately tuck both under this relic. I don't. Oh, if discovered relic. I don't know. It says if discovered keep relic. So we're gonna discover it, and so when you discover it, you get to keep it wherever you want in your thing. So we get to keep it and get the reward. That's pretty sweet. Work on. Let's put it here. And then as the reward, we get to get 2 of these reserve cards, and we have to with the mod I have to do something finicky with it, but we get 2 of these things, the reserve extensions. And much like the minor relics, either pay keep them here like so. But in the case of priceless skimmer, we have to. Oh, we can do letting us do that, but stuck under the tough one. This won't work with the with the tabletop mod, but this is saying get to stack it on top of. So kind of a weird, kind of a weird. I'm just going to save it to tuck it in terms of even though having these two would have been awesome. Uh, the TTS mod, Tabletop Simulator mod, won't let you stack cards that are transparent like that. So I'm going to actually keep this under the harvest action. Tuck it anywhere. Tuck it. Boom. So now when I come to the harvest action, I can I have an opportunity to do this. That's pretty cool. So that was discovered, and then I get a resource of my choice. I will first turn done. Time. Oh, and then we have to cycle these. Ethel's first turn done. Back to us. It'd be nice to get this out to start doing some crafting here. I do like the crafting act. I kind of want to get back down to Ignis before cashing this in. So that might be a thing I do now. Reason being is I like putting influence out in Ignis when I'm down here, because as you put influence out, you get closer towards a point, towards a reputation point. So, I think while it's here, it gives you 3 different spots, if I'm not mistaken. The brown, I'm just checking the rulebook for the brown. Um, oh, once below your workshop. Oh, resources can be stored on this relic action, even if it's not under your mat when taking the turn. So these can be stored, which is a good thing. It might do that for harvesting. Right. Might harvest first, then go harder here. Let's harvest. So it's going to be kind of a similar action. Harvest, you either get to gain resources and move up a track, or try to discover another relic. I just shuffled these cards by accident, but that's Tabletop Simulator. Now, looks like I'll be gaining a lot of red. Can't re-roll. You could re-roll if so I can only make use 2 dice to match to sum up to something. Case 11 or 12. Move up on that row, then you gain that many of a resource. Now, I want to use these. Oh wait, what's this? 1, 2, 3. I won't be able to get that. Well, I'd be close. Could flip a die for free. See, I won't be able to discover a relic without spending a. So I'm gonna keep it like this. I'm gonna use this as the sum. So I get to move up the red track 1 space. Gets me yellow. And then I get 6 red resources. That's the track we just. I can hold 6 because I got this relic right here. So I have to make sure I keep an eye on these because these are also used. So I got 6 of those. I can come down here and I mean I could get my first. I could get my first point right now because right now I'm done with this action. I can come here and put out my first point too. It is a lot of it's pretty much all my blues and yellows, so I don't think it's worth it at the moment. Not what I want. So that is that. Ethel is on the move. So when Ethel moves, you roll a dice, and she moves. If she's at Ignis, she moves to that numbered location. She's gonna go right. Oh, she's booting me out. So what do I get for being booted? I forget. I know for a fact I'm gonna get a red resource, which I can't take, which is kind of dumb because I'm already full. Double checking. Uh, I think we're just placed back at Ignis. Bumped caravans are placed in that. If this cost is a card, it must come from a workshop. If an opponent's caravan is in a location, you must pay them the location bonus. Time bump. Solo game. Get that bonus? It doesn't really matter in this game. Oh, yeah, so we would gain the space. We would gain the bonus. So it's going to move to location number 1, which is my space. I'm being bumped. I don't have. I would have been getting 2 resources, but I don't have room for them. Fortunately, I would have gotten 2 reds. That's fine. So there, she's just gonna go there, and then it is my turn. I'm back down here, which is actually where I want to. I do might go barter and then go repair. So I'm have an influx of red. Nice to see if I can. I want to end up getting this and then maybe another one. But if I have 2 blue and a red, I'll have 2 yellow and 5 red left. So I might go to barter and get a blue. That would allow me to get one of these. Actually, she'll be discarding this one, so I shouldn't focus on this one. Might be able to get this. Actually, no, it's my turn now. So I'm gonna go barter. Back down here in Ignis anyway, so that's part of the first move. And buy a relic. And gain a reward. So like I said, I have a ton of red, so I'm gonna spend red to I believe. Yeah, I'll spend a red to gain this. Put it on my harvest action for that right. I mean, making my explore this would be pretty sweet after exploring it. Make me explore a lot. I'll put it there actually. And then it says gain a reward. So as a reward, I get to gain one of these 2 things. One of which is gaining a resource and or discarding one of your kept relics here. To gain a blue. There. That move was actually pretty important. I was able to get rid of one of the reds. I think I may have done one. I think we're fine. Um, so I'm not going to discard these cards. I'm going to actually buy them both. So I get, because this spot is still uncovered, I get to gain the other reward. I get to spend a reward to go up that track, or spend a resource to go up that track of the same color. I want to make sure I have it. So I need 3 blue, a yellow, and 4 red. I have 3 blue. Oh, what track do I want to go up on? I'm gonna go up on red. Spend a red. Go up the red track, or to to go up the red track. Here, place a influence chip out on wherever I'm at here in Ignis. And I'm gonna go here, blue. That is good. I think I'm set up good for a solid repair action. Ethel's turn. She's going to discard the free market. That is her move. And now back to me. I I almost had I could have ended the harvest action before with having done, but I'll keep focus on that. We are gonna repair. The last game I played, I didn't use this action correctly, so I want to make sure I kind of state it ahead of time what you should be doing. So you pay the repair cost of the relics that you want to repair. So in this case, you have to have the entire cost up front for any relics you wish to repair this round before you do any selling or so if I were to get a reward from repairing this one and selling it, I can't use those goods to repair and sell. You have to have all the cost up front. So I'm going to spend the stuff immediately before deciding what to do with them. Have repair this one. I have the resources actually on this. 2 blues and a red, and a discovery, or sorry, and an influence. Another influence is going to be placed out where my caravan is, which is actually this is pretty good. On Ignis, I'm going to go here, place it here to go up the blue track. This moves me up 1, and that bonus is to place another influence out where I am. That's actually on reputation spot. We're up 1. And that is repaired. And then is there anything else I want to repair? Yes, I want to repair this one. It has to be 1 blue, 1 yellow, red, another influence token. I'll put out. What am I going to be missing? Probably. Oh. And then now that I'm done repairing, I figure out what I want to do with these. Do I keep them and put them under my board, or do I use them for their reward? I like this board very, very much. So I think I'm going to sell this one back to the people. They need their crafting axe. And as a reward, I get to go up the yellow track and place 2 of my influence markers anywhere on the board. So selling that one for sure. Yellow track. Going to get me a free relic from here, which I'll deal with in a sec. But then I get to place 2 influence markers anywhere. Heck, I'm gonna actually I'll deal with this bonus right now, because this actually is there's an order to this because of where I'm about to place. I'm gonna grab a relic. What looks good? Good reward here. Like this. Which get the first transport. I'm gonna put that. So that was the first part. I moved up the yellow, and then I get to place 2 of my influence tokens out anywhere on the board. I think it's just easiest to go right here. So I'm going to place the first one here on this yellow. To get me a gem of my choice. And then I will place second one out here, which tops that track off and gets you another reputation point. Getting closer to victory on old Ethel here. So that was my first selling, and I think I'm going to keep this one here because it gives me a bunch of resources afterwards. Now when I do the explore action, I'm just getting some bonuses. I only have 6 under each of these, so under each one of the workshops. So that's what we want. That was a very good action. I'm happy with that. And we have a reverse transporter to come back and work. So again, quick overview on the repair action. You decide which relics you want to repair and then pay the full cost for all of them at that time. That way, you're not spending, you're not gaining rewards from other relics to spend to repair other relics. It makes sense in practice. For just a little hiccup I had yesterday where I may have used some rewards that were gained from selling one to repair another, but you have to repair all of them at once. Yes, we have to have the money. So that's it for me. Ethel's on the move. Gonna roll a dice, and she's gonna move. Now she'll move clockwise. 5 spaces, which is I think is just a full lap. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll land here. Because I have an influence there, I'm gonna get a red, and then there and cycle. My turn. Exploring. I mean, I have room for 3 resources, and I gain 4 as an explore option. It's about spending. It would be about spending things. Can't move down 3. 4 actions help me out right now. I don't. So would that would be fine. What are my movements looking? Oh, I can move up blue track to get that another relic or another blue. Mailman decides to come, and my dog is like, "You're not allowed in my house." So, sorry about that. We're definitely gonna go exploring, I think, because I want this resource extension. So we're gonna go exploring, and we're gonna explore up to here, which we've been to before. And I want to get. We don't get a reward for being here. It's just when others visit, you get that. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna get a gem and move up the same track. So if I want to go here, I need to take a blue. Take a blue. So blue. Move up this track. Then I get a reserve extension here, which I'd have to decide right now if I want to keep it like this for the rest of the game, which is fine. This is fine because it keeps the reward out. It keeps this second action good to go. But I think I just want to flip it, tuck it on action. So now I'm going for 6 in a row here, or I'd be closer to having 1. I might keep this. Flip it and I cycle these. I'm done with this, and now I can place another influence token there if I want. I don't want to right now, so I won't. Attempt to discover a relic. Attempt discover. I need a 2, 6, and an odd, and I can add 1 to and make that a 6 by flipping it. 2, and that's an odd. So if I spend a red, I'm going to, I think. I'm going to spend a red using this tool that's available to flip this to a 6. Oops, 6. Now I have 2, 6, and an odd. 2, 6, odd. I've discovered this relic. So that is awesome. I've discovered the lens of truth. And I can either get the reward or tuck it somewhere. Knowing that if I tuck it somewhere now, I can't tuck it here because this is already captured. So maybe I'll just grab the reward. I'm getting close to the top of this track already, which is pretty sweet. Maybe I'll just keep fighting for this track. I will gain the reward. There's no cost, so I will gain the reward. This actually should have been this card went. Why is that card missing? Oh, oh, Tabletop Simulator, how I love you. And I'll move up the blue track, which will give me one of anything. And I'm gonna grab another blue. I'm just gonna shift this market. I don't know where that card went. So that was. Oh, I did. That was part of this discovering a relic. Now I get to gain I gain one of each color. Blue. And then I get to gain one of anything. I want to check out the market a little bit, see if there's anyone's craving anything. I'm gonna grab another. I'm gonna grab another yellow. That's my action. So now Ethel is gonna go up all 3 tracks. Very close on 2 of them. That's kind of why I want to get up at least one of these quick. She doesn't gain anything from these tracks, but she'll end up blocking these 2 spots very quickly. She's by random draw, she started up pretty high tracks. That's her, and then she'll start to cover the market. Yeah. This one would be cool to get out. I can move down. Can I move myself? Yeah, I meant to move this one up here. I could use this right now, but this would affect this. Thinking out loud, and none of that's making sense to you guys. I think I want, yeah, because I need 2 blue and 3 of whatever, which I for sure have. And now, what other relics are looking pretty good? I like the reward of this one. That's good. So I would need 5 blue. Yep, which I have. And it's free. I just like the reward of this. So in order to get cards like that, I'd have to go. So it's barter. And I'm back down to Ignis and buy a card from the market. I want to make sure the reward for this is too much. These cost much for me at the moment. I'll go for this charmed flamehold. Just I want it for its reward. About that, it was free. Okay. I get to gain a reward. I'm going to gain both rewards. I have this part uncovered. So first things first, I'll gain a resource of my choice. Then I can spend a resource, move up that track. And I think I want to spend a blue to go up the blue track. Gives me a influence token to put out here at Ignis, and then it comes here. I'll get a. Oh. That is that action. I gained both rewards, did the things, good to go. Now, Ethel's turn. So now Ethel's at the bottom of her first kind of rotation here. You come here, take the top influence token, flip over, and cover the leftmost face-up relic. This is never available again, which is kind of good because any card that comes out, um, it's just gonna go here. So this market space is no longer available. If we buy cards, they're gonna come from here. I guess is fine, but it limits our buying. And then once Ethel has 4 tokens removed from wins. Back to us, and I think we're gonna go right to repairing. Let's go repair. Boom. The repair, so I'm gonna pay the cost. We need 2 blue. Oh no, I spent the wrong color. I shouldn't have spent that blue to go up the blue track. Maybe I won't repair. Not sure though. Good. I very well I should repair. I need 5 blue. I only have 4. Eeks. Bummer. I want to make that. I want to make that a make that thing worth. Have spots for 3 more resources. A bummer, man. Maybe we're gonna go exploring again. I mean, that gives us too many resources than we have. But oh, 5 blue. Where I can get. In order to get things, I have to harvest. I'm afraid I'd get too many. Like too many blue. And this I would run out of resources. Get enough I need. Come here, explore, and get. That's not bad actually. I'm going to go. I'm going to explore and grab. Go up here. Keep going to this spot. I mean, it's they changed, so it's not like I'm going to the same. I'm going to spend a gold for a personal quest. See if I can get some of those. I have 3 or more influence placed on relic cards below. Is thing I have. Not the best quest, but for the game I'm playing. There's that. Spent the yellow, and now I can put an influence out, which I don't want to. So I can attempt to discover another relic. 2, 3, 3. Ooh, 3, 3 even. I got it in one roll. I discovered this immediately. 3, 3 even. 3, 3 even. Yep. So I get this. This is sweet. Um. So I either get the reward. Ooh, this is interesting. Or I get to keep it. I'm gonna definitely use it for the reward. So I get to go up 2 tracks. I'm going to go up 2 different tracks instead of 1 3 times. I could do this one 3 times, but I'm not. He's not competing. We're not competing for this. So I'm gonna go up 2 different tracks. That's awesome. So go up this track to get a blue. There's the blue I need. And then this track. What is that track? This track to draw. Use put it somewhere. Um, put it right there. We'll look at this in a. So we got that, and now we get to gain We get to gain 4. We have room for 3. Let's see what we need. For at least these two. Or sorry, these two. We're gonna need 5 blue, which we have. I'm gonna gain another blue. Have another blue. It looks like this. We're gonna need a bunch of yellow if we wanted to. Maybe I'm gonna get 2 yellow. I might be able to repair all 3 of these. Let me see. If I did 2 yellow, then I have to pick. Well, then I have to. This would be a yellow, my other yellow, and then I could either get a red or a blue. Let's see what we would need. We would need 5 yellow, which we have. 2 red. Say. We have enough for anything, so I think I might just get a blue. I think I can go repair all 3 of these. If I have 5 blue, 1, which I do. 5 yellow. I got 5 yellow. I have 1 red. Yeah, I got enough for repair all these next time. Awesome. I'm full. That'll be. That's my explore action. I did all the things. Ethel is going to be on the move once again for her second time around. Her roll dice. Hopefully, hoping for 2. 4 is fine. 4 is 1, 2. The this location doesn't cycle, so the location stay the same. We're definitely going to repair, and we're going to pay the cost for all of these. For all these, so 2 blue, and I'll. Okay. We'll do 3 blue, yellow, and an influence marker. I wish I did it down here, but such is life. This one is going to be 3 yellow. 1 red. 1 of anything else. Oof. Using all my resources to use another red. And another influence marker. So that'll go here. There's 3 here. There's room for a couple more. There's room for 1 more. That's all these resources spent for all of the relics. Now we get to decide what we want to do with them. I want to this one. Because this will help me with some of this stuff here. I like the reward of both of these. This one would give me any. Actually, this one will give me. If I can do this, this would help me with. I'd have to explore at least 3 times to get. Not that bad. Maybe I will keep this. I do like the caravan upgrade. I'm gonna keep this. This actually get me closer. Yeah. And then this one I want the reward. So this one, the reward is draw 2 cards from the market deck, repair 1 for free, and return the other. All right, so repair 1 for free, and meaning we can repair it and then either sell it or huck it. Oh, we actually just got this, so I'll get to this in a sec. I like having. To go here. I like this one. This one under my barter section. So that was a reward for that. And I now have 4 because I put this one here. I have 4 things under. I have 1 thing under each of the actions that fills this quest. Move this top one, cover it here, and boom, or rep. And then lastly, I can move down. This is why I put this under here. I can move down 3 on 1 to gain a reputation, and I'm going to. So when Ethel moves up this track next, she's going to be up top here, which doesn't mean I can't get to the top of this track, but I like having this here because now I can move down 3, which I have exactly that. I'm going to move down 3 on the red one to place an influence. Where do I put it here? Is it just a one timer? I'm going to gain a reputation, but I just want to make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Cover the reputation based on the relic action. So this is a one-time deal. So this will go. And actually, this helps me get closer towards this goal. So I'm going to remove this, but check this out. Move down 3. Boom. I've uncovered this. So I get 2 reputation points. Cover the reputations point spot on my thing. Past level 4. And level 4 gives you a free caravan upgrade. Turn. Good turn. We got. So something that helps with the harvest. Can look at the top card of the market deck and use the free tool twice. I like that one. Big fan. Or spend 2 to move any relic, or move any of your influence tokens. I'm going to use. Actually, might help for that strategy. And that under harvest wouldn't be so. Actually, I like this, but I'm gonna put the. Oh, and that would have to go ahead of my harvest, not after. Um, so this would be. I would like to do this before an action or after an action that I harvest. I don't want to do it in these 2 spots. Maybe I would use it here. Now, before I barter, I can spend 2 coin or 2 resources, move any of my influence tokens to your influence pool. Might use that to like free up these spots here. Then I can move down to. Yeah. That's what I want to do. So that was moving up those tracks. I got the rewards for that. That's the end of my turn. I'm 1 closer to this quest here. Right. So now Ethel's going to go discard the free market. This is going to be discarded. Spot's not usable anymore. My turn. Okay. Could move influence tokens now. The free relic is expensive. Maybe it's time to harvest. Yeah, maybe it's time to harvest. Three tokens here. Kind of want to get out of this spot here. I could go here to get another reputation point pretty quick by moving this. Not bad. Start on this track again. Appetizing. Sure. Harvesting would be nice. Get a bunch of blues and maybe come back for another caravan upgrade. Oh man. The options are pretty good. But my explore action gives me a bunch of reasons. Maybe I will explore. And I'm gonna explore over here. And I'm gonna do the move down 3 to reputation. I have a spot where I can go down through. I have two spots, but I'm going to go down this one. Oh, but I. That's right. I move down here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Close. That spot's there. I'm going to cycle it. Now I can spend one of these. Spend a yellow to put out influence token. I think I'm going to. I'm almost done with this, and that's one of the objectives, is to have all your influence tokens out on the board. And I'm pretty much getting good bonuses throughout the lands. And then I get all this stuff. So I get to attempt to discover a relic. Attempt to discover one. Need a 1, 5, and a 6. 1, 4. I can only subtract 1. Wouldn't help. Get the 1, add 1, which flip it to a no, because the tool isn't helping. Like I attempted, attempt failed, as it were. Um, now at one resource of my choice. I haven't planned that far ahead, so I'm not going to think to get a yellow for because I just spent one. Then I get one of each. Then I can place a token here, one of my influence tokens, which I will, to draw one of these from the top of the deck and get anything out of a red. This comes to me. Where to put it is how to put it actually. Memory capturing. I put it here because I might end up using this harvest tool. Now I have two things out here, and that's one closer to this quest being. That's a good thing. Ethel's going to be moving. Move Ethel. 6. I think I think it's one further, but 1, 2. Yep. Red gem. I have an. I turn again. I mean, I have this. Maybe I'll harvest because I do have the resources needed to do this. And it will give me a chance to actually. Yeah. So let's harvest. I'm gonna roll these dice. Okay, this is pretty good actually. So if I spent yellow, I get to make this a 6, and this would be good. This would be to be met. I think I'm just gonna do that. So I'm gonna spend a yellow. I kind of wanted that yellow for down here, and there's no way I'll be able to get it. Oh no, this is gonna work great. It's actually gonna work perfectly. Because I knew it would. So I'm gonna use the tool here. I'm not gonna discover a relic because you choose either to get harvest resources or go for this relic, but I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna spend 1 yellow to 6. Um, I'll do this. Um, they're all the same. So a pair of them, 6 and 6 is 12. I get to move up this track here. Luckily, this track where I'm at will give me a yellow for going up that track. Then I'm going to get 6 red resources. So that is that. And now at the end of my harvest, all 3 of these dice are the same. So this is done. I have finished this personal quest. Also, I now have put this up here, or I have finished this, remove my influence tokens from the reserve, but I don't have any to put out. So what happens? I don't have any. I remove them from somewhere else. I don't have any more influence tokens to put out. They're all out there. So I want to see what happens. Rulebook right now. There's a fixed resource. They're a resource actually. Blue Relic West School. So I think it's a fixed resource. So I have to recall some. Thought I had a thing to do. There's an action I have to do to get that. So I now I have to start bringing my influence tokens back. And the only action that is tucked away right here. They're a fixed resource. I don't have. Oof. Um. Double checking the rule. So I kind of went too free willy nilly here, so because I can't remove these yet. So I have to remember that next time I remove one, it's time to. Yeah, and I can't do this one, so it's kind of tough. So I have to get influence tokens off the board to then put them back on the board, which is fine. Kind of triple down here. Now I have to look for ways to get that off, get that going. But all as well, I'm going to. That was that action there, and I can't do this now because I don't have a token. So that would have got a couple. Ethel was going to move up 3, so she's reached the top of this one. It's my turn again. And I return markers. I need to return markers from my board. The only way is to explore, to just get that bumped here. I need this in order to get this up there in time. I have to. So I will. Question is where? Where shall I? Got to be a tiled spot. Can't be the same spot either. I'll go here and get a personal. Well, the personal quest is going to help me remove stuff. I don't want to bump him. Right, I'll go here to get fine with it. Keep 3 relics and 1 repair action. I have 1. And then, so these will move. And I got a bunch of other things going on here, so I can attempt to discover a relic, which may help me. I need a 6 and a 4. I have a 5 and a blue to bring this down. Blue can bring this down to a 4. Maybe I'll just, this yellow, add this 6, blue 4. I've discovered this relic. And under the explore action, I can't because oh wait, when you discover an action, you should be able to move it under any action, right? Select the relic under any workshop location. Make sure the relic action is only part. So because of how the mod works, I'm moving this to the side, and this has to go here. Because normally you can't have two cards here. The mod just helps tuck these on. So that is that. Cover the relic, I can gain one of anything. Could have gained the yellow back. Then I gain blue, red, and a yellow. If I had another influence marker, I could put it there. That's spend anything. Gain, or I can spend that to buy a relic. 3-1 looking. Pretty good. This reward is this. I would need. I need this. So I'm gonna spend a red and another red. The reward is what's gonna help me get up this track. If I don't have any tokens, let's put that here. Doesn't, yeah, put that there. Now let's put it here. So that's that action. I'll be able to do this next. I think it's good to get her going. So that's that action. Oh, that the because Ethel's coming in. Actually gonna flip this card over because second token. That's I got 2 influence happy over here. That's a good thing to keep in mind. It's a fixed resource. So I care more than one thing. I don't think so. Kind of a bummer. Oh, right here. Move any of your influence tokens to your influence pool. I can do. Yes. Do that now. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna spend 2 red before moving to Ignis. And remove an influence token from the board from here. Deal with this one. Actually, I do it now. So since I removed it from the board, I'm gonna cover right here. 15. So I'm pretty sure it's only a one-time deal. Otherwise, I'd do it again. Good. And then I'm gonna move downtown, and I'm gonna buy a relic and gain a reward. Get a bunch of red. Maybe I'll use this free one. Then I get to gain both the rewards because this is uncovered here. Discard. I can gain a resource and discard a card. So maybe I'll gain. Either gonna be blue or yellow. Yeller. And then moving up the red track wouldn't make any sense because I can't get that. Can't put that out. Oh, weak. Discarding, does that give me anything? Do I want to keep this to sell. I don't really care what to do others. But the discard ability is kind of what I'm looking for here. So if I discard this, I can get a resource. Have if I make it a blue, good. Oh, but blue trap get me closer to. Yeah, maybe I will also discard this one, which would let me move up the blue track, which gets me curve. Not bend, put under. Fine. And now I can do this if I want. I can pay a resource to move up a track. Now I want to keep at least 3 red, 4 red. I don't want to move up the red track. So am I moving up the yellow track? I'm going to forget about this one for now. So I'm going to move up the blue track. Gain caravan upgrade. Ah, damn. So we have you can repair a relic from the market before you murder, or anywhere else I could gain a resource, relic, and I can discard a card, which is good for the repair action. I'm gonna put that for the repair action. That is my turn. I've already done this, so that's. Oh wait, no, whoops. I go here. I've gained both rewards, and can't use this. Ethel's turn. Ethel, discarding the free card from my turn. I think I'm gonna go repair. So before that, I get to gain a resource, which I will gain. Get to gain a card as well. Top of the deck. Bad. Might be able to do it too. I'm not. Oh, I don't. It. So it costs to repair it. I'd have to have an influence. This one, I'm just gonna. I'll get it. And I can discard one. Discard this card. And the reward for that is move up the track. Get to get a card from the market for free. And I'm gonna pass on it. I don't think I need it because I don't want it to block up the spots I have. Maybe I'll. Yeah, maybe I'll go. I'll take that. I'll take one of these. Um, this one I'll take. It's a very interesting opponent because I have less options in the market. So it's a very cool solo opponent. I did this. Now we come down to the repair cost. So I definitely want this repaired. So I'm going to spend a blue, 2 yellow, red. I'll do 2 red. I don't have anything left really repair anything else, so that's fine. But I do want, so I repaired this. I'm going to sell it. So I'm going to, the reward I get is I spend 2 red for that's sold. I could spend a blue to move these anywhere. Moving this over here is pretty good. Helps me with the harvest action. Maybe I will. I'll spend a blue, move this over here. I'm gonna keep. I get nothing else. That's the act. One more point to Vic. Swing it. I think it'll happen after this. Ethel's on the move again. I think I'll be winning next. Move 4 spaces. Less she moves 4 spaces. Oh no, 1, 2, 3, 4. I needed her to move somewhere else in order to bump the locations. I'll be winning in like 3 turns now, which is fun. Ethel likes this spot. She's been here twice. All right, so that's my turn now. I can go back to barter, and actually, I think that's what I'm gonna do. To spend 2 resources, remove a token from the board. This is a very good upgrade. This has helped me for this. I haven't run out of influence tokens in the 2 other games. So that might be good. I'm moving. I'm already at Ignis now. Do I have anything that I can use this token on right now? About 1, 3 relics under the repair action. I do not. Achievements I've gained could help. Oh, a reserve extension under each. I almost have this. I have 1 more under here. So, but it's good to have that back. Buy a relic again. I will buy a relic. I'm gonna buy free one because I have no resource, so it's got to be the free one. I'm gonna buy the free one, and then I'm gonna use this reward here. Gain a resource and or discard a card. And the bonus for discarding this card, get that for free. Yep. The bonus for gaining this card, for discarding this card rather, is move it up 1 track. I'm going to move this here and move up 1 track of my choice. It's going to be blue track. That is victory for solo. Reached 10. Ooh, man. Let's finish this action out. Just for funsies. And I could take the other action if I want to, if I wanted to, by moving up the blue track, which I actually just better. And I could place an influence marker here to move up even more, but I don't think I will. So that's the end of my turn, and that is it. It says check out the solo to make sure I got it right. You must reach 10 before, yeah. Yeah, basically you have 14 turns to gain 10 on the track. That is the game. We have bested Ethel before she covered up her 3rd, and she was getting close. She was going to cover up this market card, and then we'd only have the free one to look at. So that is how you play against Ethel. A challenging opponent because having less options to look at in the market is tough. But that is it for this episode of, or this this video in the series of Everstone solo. Coming up next, I'll probably end up going against Nim. Well, it's gonna be Nim or Grizzle. I'll have to decide, but that'll be the next video in the series. So I hope you are enjoying them, and if you are enjoying the playthrough of the game, please check out the Kickstarter page that is in the YouTube description below. If you're watching this recorded, and if you're watching live, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Check out Everstone. It's very cool, and as a solo player myself, almost not necessarily exclusively solo, but as a solo player, there's a lot to offer in this. 4 different opponents, as well as they just unlock some solo challenges. More on the Kickstarter page. Check it out. And then until next time, I'm Brian for Superboard Sunday. Take it easy.